Here at Pirate. Welcome. My name is Lutz, and this week we have a DEX, because I want people to use DEXs a little more often. So we got a DEX on, BTDEX, and I chose BTDEX because BTDEX has Monero and Pirate as what we need in one DEX, which is what I wanted to do for Pirate DEX. So as soon as I don't believe I haven't seen it before. I'm not sure when it was implemented. But I started playing around with it last night. I do see the fallbacks, why, people are not adopting to it yet. But this could be a very great way using contracts, to do swaps. So to do, trades. I decided to contact Jay Joss from the Burst Project and ask him to come on, and here he is with us today. Welcome, Jay Joss, to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I hope we can discuss it a little bit more.
Yeah, Jay Joss, if you guys don't know Burstcoin, he's a developer from Burstcoin. Burstcoin is a very old project. It's a legend in projects, for me at least. I know everybody feels differently about coins. I've been here 10 years, and Burst is a legendary project because it was the first coin to introduce to us hardware mining, hard drive mining, right? So hard drive mining, you could get, if you have extra hard drives lying around, back in the day, you were able to plot some sectors on that drive, and boom, you're off to the races. You're mining some Burst coin on that drive. So it was a lot of fun back in the day. I started with, back in the day with 2 5 terabyte hard drives I bought for $300 each. And that was like 5-6 years ago. Wow. It was a long time ago. I want you guys to learn about different methods and different things that have come out in the past. A lot of people don't know about this because they're new. All they hear is DeFi, but there's classic projects that have made strides in the industry to bring you things you've never heard of before, and this is one of them. So, thanks for having us, Jay Joss. Welcome. How long have you been with Burst?
I've been developing for it about 3 years now, so I'm not that old. The project is much older. It's from 2014. So I'm more recent than the project itself. Okay.
All right. So do you know have you ever heard of the Burst dev, the original dev that created Burst? His name was Burst Dev.
No, I came around in 2017, so I've never had a chat or anything with the original dev.
I remember asking him for an interview for Supernet Radio a long time ago, man. And he never replied to me. I love the project so much, and the guy never replied to me. And then he disappeared, actually, but he left behind a really cool project. So, can you tell us a little more about the history of Burst, where you've been and where you're going?
Yeah, Burst is actually the first coin to have smart contracts running. Most people think it's Ethereum, but it's actually not, because it's just not well known, but Burst was the first to have smart contracts. So we still have smart contracts, but in order to write smart contracts, people had to write machine code, byte code. So that's very clumsy, and almost nobody knows how to do that. So we introduced a new way to write smart contracts more recently. So any Java developer can write smart contracts now. You don't need to learn a new programming language. You can use just plain Java. That's a very nice addition. And BTDEX is built around this new way to write smart contracts. So you actually can read the smart contracts very easily, and write, of course, new smart contracts very easily using plain Java code. You don't need a special Solidity and weeks of courses and stuff like that. You can just take one sample contract and extend it. And so we've been writing contracts using this new programming language, this new platform. We call it BlockTalk. And BTDEX is the BlockTalk decentralized exchange. That's the meaning for this acronym. And the idea of this decentralized exchange is not for high frequency trades. It's for person to person. You place your offer, it goes to the chain. Every offer goes to the chain, so you can close the application. It's not a website. It's an application. You need to run the application, so it's truly decentralized. There is no website or server to shut down. It's on chain. And you place your offer, you can close the application and come back to one day after to see if your offer was taken or not. And
are there any gateways, any centralized points in the whole process?
No, there's no centralized. There are no centralized. There are no wrapped coins. You exchange the native coins. You need to, let's say I'm selling BRRs for R. I lock a security deposit in a smart contract, and the taker needs to lock a security deposit as well. And then one of the parties need to actually transfer the R to the other party. And so later you acknowledge and the trade finishes. If something goes wrong, people don't follow the protocol, they can lose their security deposits. There are several layers of security. Definitely it's not something for a fast trade or high frequency trading. It's for person to person, and they care about privacy and care about not losing their coins.
Yes, 100%, and that's all that really matters. And for most of us, that's all that really matters. There are high volume traders out there that would not use this, for that reason. Their bots, their machines probably can't keep up with it. They can't, right? So, and that's good. It keeps people honest. It keeps the market honest, I think. So I think that's good. I know Cordal is taking this method as well. It takes about 7 minutes to do a transaction on that DEX. So a lot of DEXs similar to this one are doing the same thing. And I think they're all struggling with the same problem you're struggling with, is how to make it easy.
Yes, how to make it easy and how to have volume, right?
Right. So
all these,
once it's easy.
The friction, the extra friction always repels the volume, sure.
It's also, I noticed, hard to try to figure out what TRT is worth compared to R. It'd be nice to have like a little calculator somewhere so that you know how much you're trading, because you got to sit there and you got to try to figure out the math between how much.
Yeah, because you have all these pairs and you need to use some sort of calculator to convert. Right. Yeah, good idea. But the problem with calculator is what would be the source, or at least a decentralized source for prices, right? That's also a challenge.
Yeah, it would be. You're right. That's true. I mean, maybe we could just put a reference link to people, not sure what the prices are. Here they are. And have some converters maybe on your own website, on Burst website. So you even get more traffic. Use it as a tactic to get more traffic. So there you go. So you could have a whole page devoted to calculators. So if people actually need it, they could start converting how much TRT is worth in R, or vice versa.
Yeah, good idea.
That's what I was struggling with the most.
Thanks for suggesting it.
I threw up, you see my order, I put it in the chat. I mean, it's probably ridiculous, the order, but, I'm happy I accomplished it. Next would be is trying to buy my own order, which was what I was working on next. Which is a little bit more difficult. So I'm in the wallet, right? Let me go to a wallet real quick.
Yeah, the BTDEX is actually also a wallet, right? So it stores your Burst there, and all Burst tokens, you can have tokens inside of the Burst blockchain. Like in Ethereum, you have the ERC20 tokens. In Burst, you can also have the tokens inside the chain.
Right.
For tokens inside the same chain, the exchange is always very much simpler, because they are all inside the same. Problem is when they are in different chains, so you have cross-chain exchange. So that's more complicated always.
Okay. So I'm in the wallet, right? I go to R in the market drop-down menu, and then I go to account, right? And then in accounts, I click add.
Can you please share a link?
And I'm gonna share a photo of it here. I mean, I can't share my screen. I wasn't prepared for that. I should have been. Actually, maybe I could share my. Yeah, I don't know which one it's going to go to. I have 8 screens. But here's a picture in the trade chat real quick so you guys could take a look at what I'm looking at. And no, if I stream, I'm using my phone, so if I stream, it'll take it'll pull me out of my current session. I can't do that at the moment. Oh, but we'll set that up maybe for next time J. Joss comes on. This isn't going to be the last time, because I want you guys to learn how to use this. I know it's a lot. It's a little bit more to learn. But you've learned Bitcoin and you've learned how to trade on regular exchanges. I mean, it's just a little bit more to learn. I believe everybody can do it. It's a matter of education, right? So at the moment I'm in accounts, right? I click on add, and then I go to the drop down menu, right? And I see you have BTC, LTC, XMR. Now, are these the wallets?
Now, this is, for instance, if you want to receive R, you need to state the address you want to receive it. Okay. This is only necessary if you are to buy R. I want to buy R with Burst, for instance. You have Burst and you want to receive R. This is where you put the address that will receive your R.
And now if I wanted to send R, where do I send it to? Where's the wallet for that?
Yeah, that's the thing. For instance, if you need to decide what will be your trade. You want to buy or sell R. I think it's better if you choose well,
if I sell, I gotta send it, right? So I want to send it.
If you want to sell R, you don't need to put your address here. Right? Because if you want to sell, someone wants to buy.
Right.
Right? And the person that will receive the R, that will send you the address you want to send. You need to send.
Okay, so it doesn't actually hold any coins. You're just sending it directly. Actually, you're actually sending it directly from your original wallet. No wallet within the solution.
Yeah, you need to have the wallet for the other coin.
See, I'm understanding it. I thought this was another wallet as well. Cool. I like that even better. So, all right, awesome, man. Yeah, I might have been a bit too drunk last night while looking at this. That might have been it. I mean, or I'm just completely retarded. That's possible as well. But
for instance, there's a person that's buying Burst with R, right? So, and there's an open offer right there for 50 R. If you click that green button of the offer, you are taking that offer.
50 R for 500 Burst. So it would cost me 500 Burst for 25,000 R. That don't sound right.
I'm not sure this is a good deal or not, but that's why we need a calculator you're mentioning before.
Why does it say 15% next to the size of burst?
15% is the security deposit you need to make.
Oh, okay. So,
right.
All right. So to make 100, you need 100%. That's only 15% of the total price.
Yeah, to take this offer, you need to deposit 15%, and
I see.
If you click it, you have selected to take this offer or not, and you see a pop-up screen, a pop-up dialog.
Yeah,
and you take it.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm taking the offer, and now there's the dialog screen. I'm going to show you guys real quick what it looks like. What happens, the little pop-up screen when you click on it, on the offer. I'm going to go here. All right, so you guys could see that. There's a little offer right there. I put it in it's a weekly meeting chat above us. And that's where I'm posting the picture.
So this is your own offer, right?
I think so, yeah. I think I did that. I might have put that.
You cannot, you cannot take your own offer because then you just update the offer. You see it's saying you're updating your buy offer, buy order.
Right.
So, someone else needs to take it, and then the information, the details will be different.
Very cool, very cool. And if I wanted to cancel the offer, how do I do that?
Mm-hmm. You close this dialog, and there is the small close button in the left of the contract. You have, for every offer, you have a contract, and you can cancel by clicking on that close button on the left. That small close button.
Yep.
Left your contract.
I think I canceled it now. That would have been a dream offer, let me tell you. Somebody would have made a shit ton of money if they took that one. That's been up.
It was sitting there and nobody took advantage of it.
I know, that's amazing. So yeah, so that means this is a whole new market, guys. If you want to jump in here, I suggest you guys start learning how to use this. Josh, is there anybody like customer support that could, maybe handhold some people into learning this?
Yeah, we'll be very happy if you join our Discord. We have a specific Discord for this. And there is a channel for every market, and you can discuss not only how to do it, but prices, and people can help you. No problem. If you can send the Discord invite, I'm not sure I'm allowed to do that.
I'm doing
here on your server.
I just generated a new link so everybody could use it. Put it in here. All right, guys. So, yep, that's TRT. That's for BTDEX specifically. There's also another one for Burstcoin, guys. And Burstcoin is a really cool project. I think they're legendary. It's, I've been in crypto so long that it's like one of those trophies on the shelf.
Yeah, at first people might think this is too awkward, too funny to make all this, to make a simple exchange. But what we are doing is, with this same method which we are experimenting with crypto, Burst and crypto, we'll be able to do without too much difference. Essentially, the same method can be applied to exchange Burst for fiat currencies, dollars, pounds, whatever. And that's the whole plan, to have onboarding fiat with totally decentralized. So after that, you can exchange for the other pairs.
Nice, very nice. Very, very cool, man. So, I mean, I got a lot of other things I want to discuss with you on the side as well, for R&D and about a new GUI for this thing, because I think the back end. So guys, everybody, we're talking to Burst, CoinDev, JJoss. He also is the developer of, one of the developers of BTDEX, a new DEX out. You guys should check out this DEX. It's brand new, came out, it's badass. It's got Monero and it's got Pirate on it. And so we're going to be learning how to use this in the next few weeks. And we're going to be learning how to trade on this. And this is how we're going to trade anonymously, KYC free, peer to peer. It's pretty awesome. There is a coin in the middle that you need to learn about called TRT. But you know, it's really, if you can figure out the DeFi world, come on. This should be nothing. This should be.
Yeah, this token TRT is the token offer makers are rewarded. So every time you make an offer and someone takes it, you receive TRT tokens. So for offer makers, the fees are actually negative because you don't pay fees apart from the very small transaction fees from Burst, which are ridiculous. Yeah.
Just a transaction fee, just like a Pirate, guys, here in Pirate Chain, we have a tiny transaction fee. I think it's 0.0001 when you make a transaction. It's just, there's nothing, it's very natural. No, there's no third party taking your money. It's just the natural how things work on blockchains. So we have atomic swaps and contracts, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between the swaps tab and the contracts tab?
The swaps tab, that swaps tab is only for tokens inside the same blockchain. So they are much simpler, and for those there are no fees at all. And for the contracts, you are doing cross-chain exchanges. So you have contracts, smart contract in the middle, making the security. So making sure one side cannot run away with your funds. That's the reason for that. When everything is on the same chain for the swaps, then that cannot happen because everything is on the same chain, and it's simpler.
Right. When you say on the same chain, you mean on Burst, right? So everything on Burst. So everything on Burst, guys. So Burst is like NXT, guys. NXT back in the day had tokens, like you see tokens in Ethereum, tokens in Waves, tokens. So they had the same thing. But they have these IDs. So in order to add to look at the token you want, you need to add the ID of the token. That's why there's an add button in the drop down menu.
Yeah, you can add any token you want. You can even issue your own token in like minutes.
Yeah, and then new would be you make your own token real fast, and now you have, your own token. So it's, and that's,
you just make your own token. It will cost you like $5 or something in fees, and you have your own token, and you have an exchange available for you. That's the idea of this swaps tab.
Now getting to another problem. I couldn't find the token ID for I think it was Burst Coin last night, or TRT. But then I noticed it was in there anyway.
TRT comes by default.
Where do you look for the token ID? I couldn't find them anywhere last night. Like if I wanted to add more coins, I couldn't find how to add more coins. It would be nice if there was like a drop-down menu with already, with a lot of the popular ones already there.
Yeah, the problem with that is when we add tokens here, we would be kind of endorsing them, so that's a bit of a problem. So the idea is, if you create your token, you should make your ID public on your web page or something, and users add these tokens at their own risk. It's not us to endorse that.
Right. And that always goes back to the chicken and the egg, right? For comfort, we need to sacrifice, some security and vice versa.
Yeah. There's some history, of scams with tokens, so that's very tricky. So you create and sell the token and then run away. That's something we should not endorse. That's the problem. But that's the same for every kind of token. You can do that in Ethereum, on whatever you want.
Right. Okay. So anybody have any questions for J. Joss? I mean, feel free to speak and ask some question, guys. What's the difference between some of the other projects out there? Do you see any other projects doing what you're doing, J. Joss?
The one closest and also very old project is BISC. Are you familiar with BISC?
Yeah, BISC is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Best about
That's very, very similar to BISC, but BISC became unusable for small amounts because you rely on the Bitcoin blockchain. So it's like $30, $50 to make an exchange. So that kills small offers, right? Small orders.
Wow. All right. Very cool. Very cool, man. You're doing great work. The BISC is legendary, guys. If you haven't bought Bitcoin on BISC, you haven't been here that long. BISC.network.
Yeah, I bought Bitcoin on BISC several times, but recently only if you're willing to buy several thousands of dollars, that's essentially impossible to make small trades in it.
Mm. Yep. Hey man, thanks for coming on. I love you. You're the best. I'm going to be talking to you more now because I really need to get some instructional videos out for these guys so they can start learning how to use this. That's one of the reasons why I've been trying to make these trades is because, I want to make those videos. So everybody can learn how to use this a little easier. It's definitely a little bit on the complex side for average people. So once I learn, I'm going to teach everybody else, but I got to really know how to use this. I'm one of those guys that, until I learn it well, I really don't feel like I know it.
Cool. Get in touch. We will be happy to help you and make videos, produce material, take offers, so everybody is comfortable on how it works.
You're the best,
Thanks for having me again.
If there's anything I could do on your team, if you see like anywhere you see I could help with my skills, you let me know, man. I'll jump in there. I'll even train people.
Great. Thanks a lot again.
All right, brother. All right, guys.
Bye.
Later, brother. Thank you. All right, guys. That was J. Joss from Burstcoin. Give him a round of applause. I'm more excited about this project now because I know it's more like BISC. It works more like BISC, and BISC has been really, really successful. So if something else is successful, I think I'll take the path of the successful stuff, and instead of the stuff that we haven't really proven to work yet, right? This is the tech we really need to be using. You guys want to learn with me? We're going to be learning the next couple of weeks how to use this. Because once again, it has Monero and it has Pirate all on one centralized training platform. I don't know any other one that has it yet. Both of us on it at the same time. So I really thank BTDEX for that. We have a big crowd of Monero people on board with Pirate, and they're really one and the same now. They've been becoming one and the same, right? Because if you like privacy, obviously, you're gonna love Pirate as well. You're not gonna start hating one for the other. It's just not something that happens. So, naturally, you're gonna love them both. just like I do, and everyone else should too. They're two different technologies. And this decentralization is not, the only thing you need to focus on. I hear these freaks out there, these DeFi freaks. You guys are all degenerates. And you're talking about decentralization only, and no one is talking about privacy. So you got to stay on it, guys. I will be as soon as I learn BTDEX, I want to put this inside the Pirate OS as well, and then you'll be able to live boot on. Oh, I wonder if this works with Tor. Josh, if you're still here, does BTDEX work with Tor? If I wanted to connect it.
We have support for Tor connecting nodes because you can run your own node. That's one option. So you run your full burst node. That's one option. Or you can connect to a remote node. I think you would like to have Tor support for connecting for remote nodes. We have one experiment with that, but it's not operational yet. But it's very, very close to have it.
Okay. So I could put you inside the operating system. The operating system already has it, right? So all we would have to do is add BTDEX, and people could start trading safer on our op.
Yeah, even safer.
It's going to be awesome, man. I'm really excited for the future, guys. I think we're going to do some great things. Welcome to Pirate, everybody that's here. If you've never been here before, welcome to Pirate. We do this every week. My name is Lutz. We have a whole team over here. Drake is captain. He's here. Welcome, Drake. You want to say a few words, brother? Jump in anytime. Dream Tim. He's been really amazing in our marketing department as of like 3 months now, 4 months. He's been really kicking some ass. That website, because of Dream Tim, guys, it turns from just like this static, ugly thing into this living website, which is amazing. We got Teebs in here from the R&D department. We got a lot of badass KGB. We got a lot of badass people in here. So welcome to Pirate, guys, if you haven't been here before. So welcome to Pirate, guys, if you haven't been here before. So welcome to Pirate, guys, if you haven't been here before. So welcome to Pirate, guys, if you haven't been here before.